Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. It's K1FX with another YouTube video, and today I will be showing you how to combine the trendline strategy with the support resistance strategy in order to make them two-in-one and unite them and find success and find results with the break and retest or support and resistance, whatever you want to call it. The difference between breaks and retests is breaks and retests on support resistance zones are technically breaks and retests, but sometimes it's not a break and retest since the zone is testing for the first time. So let's get right into the information. Let's get right into the trading view, and I'll show you exactly what I do. How do I trade my charts? How do I practice? How do I backtest, all in one video? And hopefully you find some value from what I'm showing you and sharing. And sharing is caring, and the best way to understand things is to teach it to somebody else. And hopefully you don't have a low attention span and click off right now, because I'm gonna get right into the stuff. Google Chrome, let's go. Okay, so updates on my trading account. So I started at 700 or 800. I had something. So I started at 800, 850. I don't remember, but somewhere around 830. So this is the end result of my account, 1 grand. But even though like I had ups and downs, that's the last 7 days. So at the beginning of the week I was 850. At the end of the week I was 1K. What happened? I was testing new shit. So I was testing the breaks and retest on the trend line. I was testing the trend line strategy. I was testing different risk management. So I was testing so much shit, because I don't know which one is gonna work, which one is the best. So I was just testing, and I was going to the internet. I was learning. I was back testing. I was trying to do everything to understand fully and exceptionally how to be the most fearsome predator, most fearsome trader on the foreign exchange market. So I found out that the best way to win is to win big. You see these wins like 200, 300, 70, maybe 90 bucks loss, 150, but big winners and small losers. And I'll show you exactly what I did and how I do it consistently, as consistent as possible. So that was on a demo account, but even though it's still ran into profits. Okay, that was on a demo account too. I think it ran into profit, but then it didn't go or break even. This one, yeah, this one was on a demo account. All these three, like on the purple ones, are on the demo. So went into drawdown, but it still didn't break the zone and ran into profit, breaks and retests. Okay, I took this trade. So I took this trade and I was inside this candle. Like I entered here and then I ran into this candle, then I closed because I think I saw on the 5-minute chart, like I was on here. So I saw a double bottom on the minute 5 chart, and I knew like, yo, there's a double bottom on the minute 5 chart. So price will, and it also broke this temporary resistance zone. So price will likely just go against me. And I don't know if it went against me. It also broke this zone again. Like it was going sideways for some, I don't know, like 1H. Let's go to the H1. So it went, I entered here. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 hours straight, like 5 hours. And then it started going my way. So man, for 5 hours, G, and like you're going high risk and you're just monitoring the trade. Because why the fuck would you stare at charts for 5 hours? I'll tell you why. Because you always want to know when the price is gonna go against you. Alerts do the job, but sometimes it's just better to understand. It's just always better to actively look at the chart, look at the 1 minute, minute 5. Why? Because also when the price goes your way, like you can sometimes secure profits, yeah? Secure profits early. And because you look at the low time frame, you secure profits and then you go out. It's good. It's always good to look at the low time frame. So this one we made 70 bucks, I remember, like on the history it shows. Euro AUD. Yeah, I also lost so much. Yeah, I think I lost. Then I think I entered again, and then I made. So I lost $70, but I still made back some 70. So it's still the worst. It's still it wasn't the worst idea, but it still worked out. It still did the job. At the end of the day, like it went into my profit. You're in New Zealand, so I took this trade, and it just ran all the way to my profit. So I saw this resistance zone, and I saw also this downtrend area, daily downtrend with the resistance zone, and also like the price isn't like sticking on the uptrend zone, so and it's also on a midway resistance zone, so I knew that we will have a nice bounce, yeah, and then it went down all the way to my way. And if price went like if price broke the zone line, then I'll close early and maybe $70 loss or whatever, like yeah, $89 loss, or like small loss, yeah, 25 to 20% loss if it breaks the zone. It's not the worst. It's not the worst thing. But if it ran into profit, then I make 50% win. Yeah. So it's good. And then what happened, G? I saw price come back all the way to the zone. And then I saw, I think I entered here, like I saw rejection. So on the 30 minutes, yeah, I think I saw rejection. And I entered on the rejection, but then it didn't work, man. It broke. So it got tested once, fell down, twice, fell down, 3 times. At the third test, it broke. But also, like, who knows, G? It could have went into my way, but so on the third test, support resistance zones doesn't work that well. But on the second test, it works. Your AUD, I think that's the second test, yeah. Sometimes like it, I think I lost on this zone, but on this zone I won. On this zone, like it just broke on the first test, and like I think I entered here. I think I entered on this candle, and it just like I saw rejection, and I think I also entered here. So I don't know. So I entered somewhere over here. The invalidation, and the problem with this zone, like it's super tight, and there's a zone also here, so I think these are the minor reasons why it didn't work out. But yeah, okay, so back to Euro New Zealand AUD CAD. So it's on a demo account. It's so sad because on it I was it's a $500 demo account, so I entered over here. It went all the way like 90%. It went all the way to the 1-to-1, but it didn't go to the 1 to 1.25, and then it just went back. Then I closed early, yeah, break even on the demo account. But it was a fantastic. It was on a daily uptrend. It wasn't exactly, but it's some sort of an uptrend. Like there's a leakage over here, but it still was on an uptrend. So it was on the uptrend. Maybe it will go down over here, then go maybe deep into the zone and test this uptrend or test near it and then go, or maybe I don't know what's gonna exactly happen, but we could potentially find the second retest, like the retest of the zone, and the zone bounces. And yes, but yeah, it was a good idea and it just didn't work out. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't, and you're never gonna win them all. But as long as you're disciplined, as long as you're doing the right thing, as long as you're just sticking to the one system and sticking to the exact same shit you do, you will be profitable at the end of the day, like I did. You'll achieve better results than I did. New Zealand, so guess what? So I entered over here. I remember entering this zone, this fucking zone, man. It was shit. And I deserve to lose it. I'll tell you why. Because there's no uptrend, yeah? Like the maximum uptrend is down over here, or maybe all the way down over here. So there's no uptrend. This fake uptrend This up, so price was over here. So I entered over here against the river. So like something like that. And I just got fucked. My negative 40%. And I went back. How much did I lose? 89. So I lost 89 on a fucking $500 account. So that's a big loss. Big fat loss. 600, 700, 500. So that's bad. Yeah. But I still made them all back because I learned from my mistakes. I'm a fast learner. That's the good thing about me. And you see, you don't have to make the mistakes because you see me doing them live. And yes. And also that is why I have literally 5 demo accounts. I have a live account. I have 5 demo accounts. I'll draw everything. I'll show you how I like. This video is just basically a full coverage of what the hell I'm doing, what the hell works for me. I don't know what's going to work for you, but that stuff works exactly good for me. And I hope it continues to work for me and it works for you. I make money, you make money, we make money, everybody makes money. That's how you make money. When everybody makes money, you make money. But when nobody makes money, nobody makes money, yeah? Yeah, EG. I think I entered this on live account or demo, I don't remember. EG, where is EG? But it's a different EG trade. Or maybe I think I don't remember this one. But I do remember entering at this zone though. Or maybe I entered I temporarily entered over here. And then it just went against me. Or maybe, yeah. Yes, I think I entered at this zone. Or maybe just didn't enter. Maybe, yeah, I was about to enter this. But then I didn't enter because I just didn't find confirmation on the low time frame and it just broke through the freaking zone. But I entered on this one. Let me show you at 9. EG. Bro, sadly I closed the terminal. Bro, who gives a shit? I made 1K, man. You don't understand when you break limiting beliefs in your life, it's different. So I found I was absolutely about it. Yeah. So I saw this crazy zone and I just saw I got the alert. I just ran into the chair I was running. I swear to God, I was running. I don't give a shit, G. You're making money, yeah? How much did I make on EG? I made 277. 277 bucks in what? In what? In 1 hour, in 2 hours. 270. Imagine these freaking crazy numbers. 277 bucks in 2 freaking hours. From what? 700 bucks. Everybody can afford 700 bucks. I sold my gaming PC. I had a gaming PC. I was a geek. I was a gamer. So I was having a deep conversation with myself. Look, bro, you blew all the money. You don't want to ask money or do crazy shit to make money. So the best way to make money is just to sacrifice that bitch. Yeah, sacrifice that PC. And I did. I sold it, even though it was fucking expensive, but I sold it to the cheaper value, quick sale. I took the money. I traded with the money. I was confident. There's a difference between wanting or kind of wanted to trade, and there's a difference between I have no other choice than to trade and make some money, or I'm just gonna lay on the fucking streets. I don't give a shit. So on EG, I drew this crazy resistance zone. As soon as I had the alert at the middle of the zone, so as soon as I saw I went to the minute 1 candles. So as soon as I saw these. I saw the EG breaking the zone, but then reversing, going up. And then I saw some extra rejections. Like I knew, like I knew, I I actually knew that. Yeah, this is like this shit is gonna work or not work, and I was ready to lose. That's the difference. That is the biggest difference between me and the normal trader. The biggest difference between me and the normal trader is the normal trader. They don't give a shit about the small things. Like they always look for a quick, easy way to make winners. It doesn't work like this because you have to know everything. You have to know price action. You have to know high time frames, low time frames, daily time frames, H1 times frames, trend lines, H4. You have to got it all to understand it fully and execute it without emotions. You have to be ready always. You just have to have it all. You have to have the discipline. You have to have the lifestyle. You have to have the energy, the mental capacity to find success. So what happened? So yeah, I got the alert. I saw rejection on the low time frames. I entered, and I was just monitoring the trade all the way down through here. I saw it over here. Then it broke, retested, broke. Then it went down, and I think I closed. I closed somewhere over here. Yeah, I closed over here. I didn't know that I would push even a little bit lower. But how many pips is that? Like 4.5. So yeah, I could have made extra 10%. But I would rather like guarantee the profits. Is it's so difficult to win them all, especially like the last trade of the week. It's Friday, the last trade of the week, so you don't want to screw it up. So you want to guarantee, yeah. Like I wanted to see 1K on my account. I just wanted to see 1K. I don't give a fuck, and I won. I'm a winner, G. And I think I traded this one, EG, on broker retest, but I took it on a demo. I don't think I took it on a man. So the difference here is I'm doing support resistance zones, and that's also a support resistance zone. But like you always need to have demo accounts. You need demo. You need live, you need demo. So because you'll find so many setups, but you just cannot trade all the setups at once, especially if you go high risk. So I trade demo and I trade live at the same time, 5 different demo accounts. I find so many setups at the day because I just stare at the charts all day long. I think trading is an active way to make income. Trading is not passive income. The difference between trading and investing is passive income. Like you invest in Bitcoin, buy Bitcoin, then forget about it and let it run. Maybe it goes, maybe it doesn't. Trading is different, especially foreign exchange, at least. Because foreign exchange goes up, it goes down. And yeah, you can trade like FOREX one day. You can do all this shit. But I think based on my experience, man, like I think this is the best way to make it on trading. Like if you want to sit down, like these are the movements that you can capitalize and grow the account. Okay, so we covered up like everything, all the trades I took, as we saw. So we made 1K, and I think it should be a long video. Yeah, I will make it a long video. And yeah, I'll give you advice. So I have so many different shit. I have 10 lists, and a lot of people are gonna ask me, yo, why do you trade 10 lists? I'll tell you why. Because every single day you should wake up, the market makes new movements, yeah? Not every single week, I'll say every single day. You wake up, the market makes new movement. Price changes, zones changes. So you always want to draw a new zone. You always want to, once you wake up, you always want to draw a new zone. Understand why you drew the zone. You always want to draw a new trend line. Understand why you drew the trend line. You always want to see the lower time frames. You always want to know everything. You want to stay always up to date. You want to always know what the hell is happening in the market. You don't want to have a maybe yes, maybe. You always want to know exactly what is going on. Once you know exactly what is going on, once you draw everything fresh, fresh. Once you have fresh new charts, you will less likely make mistakes. It's a no-brainer. I don't know why the hell nobody talks about this shit. Why nobody yeah, you can always have one list number one, then go back and then remove but why? Why don't you just, because it's more efficient, yeah, like you go list number 10 or brand new list, then go to the support zone, draw a new support zone, new whatever. It's way more efficient, yeah, way fast, because you just started the day. You need the power. You need to instantly stare at the charts, draw the shit, and you also already have the older. Already have the older, so you have an idea already. But the important thing is you already have an idea, and once you draw it again, then it confirms your idea. Reconfirms your idea. It reinforces, reactivates, gives you extra confidence. Yes. So it's worth it. I think it's so worth it. And then, like, now I have 10. So I'm not going to add another 10, but I'm going to just go back, delete this, delete that. So, you know what I'm saying? So easy, it's so simple. And I'll tell you how, like, because the difference between, so we just made a back test, yeah? So we didn't back test, but like we showed what I did, like how did I take the trades, and I explained how I took the trades. Now what I will explain, how do I get these trades in the first place? Yeah, you gotta think. So I'm not just gonna give you something, I'll leave you empty on another thing. I'm gonna give you everything. I'm not gonna let you go back home with no questions, because I'm gonna answer all the questions. If you have a lot of questions, let me know this and that. I'll give it to you all. Just don't be desperate. Don't be a little, yeah. Okay, so let's begin. Let's freaking begin. So what I do, so I always go to the daily, because the daily is the best. Then I just draw trend lines. I always, at the beginning, like I go to all these pairs, I draw the daily trend lines, because I always want to have an idea where the price is going, where the price movement is moving. Yeah. Okay, we go in lower time frame, H4. Draw this, maybe it's maybe like this, yeah. So how do I move this? Like zoom is going over my chart. Yeah, I think it's better like this. Yeah. Okay. So I have, because you can't see it, but I can't see it because I'm recording. Yeah. Okay. So we drew this. So we have the daily trend lines. Yeah. Okay. So we drew the trend lines. Then we can draw the support resistance, but just do one thing at a time. Focus on one thing at a time. GU. Daily trend line. You have to be fast, yeah. USD JPY. So I don't see shit over there. Maybe I'll see it on the H4, but I don't see anything like. So it's just obviously uptrend. But I can't draw a super tight uptrend like this and that, but these uptrends, like from based on my experience, I do not think they will work out, like, because there's nothing, it just doesn't work like this. There's no price that just goes all the way. Maybe Bitcoin will do it, but It's just not guaranteed, yeah. GJ, here we draw the daily downtrend. Daily uptrend. This uptrend, like, I don't think it will work out because you see, could, but I don't trust it. Like, I just draw it for entertainment purposes only. You see, this uptrend worked out, and the downtrend worked out. I mean, and price bounced yesterday or whatever. Yeah, I know Forex is boring. Like, it's somebody who's old in Forex. I think he told me he's 40. So I don't know. Like, I don't know these online people, but he told me foreign exchange is Forex is lonely. So yeah, it will be always lonely. It will be boring, but who cares? Yeah, it's a job, and you have to be disciplined. And yeah, see, like, EG. I think the trade like we were at yesterday, and it bounced. You see, you do not need to draw this because this may not work. But yeah, I don't know if it will work, but I think yeah, it will break. So I'll delete it. And you have 21 pairs. Like, somebody, I traded CHF pairs, man, back in the day. Not back in the day, but back in a month, 2 months. But from my experience, like, I didn't find success on CHF. Maybe I'm a conspiracy theorist, but I think CHF is manipulated. Man. And always like the daily, sometimes like even the daily trend lines, they just break, yeah. As you saw on EA, like they it broke, everything happens. Yo, what the fuck did I draw? Click, I mean. I think this one is. And like from my experience, like I think the black and white charts are just the best. They're just the best. Some like, I tried going black background and white, but then I realized it just the black background with the white chart, like it just doesn't. I don't know how to explain it, but it just does not want to. It just I don't find as much like I don't I find some success on the black background, but I didn't find as much success as the white background. So I thought to myself, because when it's white, so it's bright in your eyes, so you get more annoyed, so you focus more, I don't know, on the black, like it's calm. You don't, from my experience, like I say the white backgrounds are the best. Maybe I'm wrong, but who the hell knows and who the hell cares? It, yeah. And you see, it's a lot of work. It's a lot of work to do, but it's worth it. At the end of the day, it's worth it. Because when you do the things that nobody wants to do, you will always be. I'm not gonna. I don't. I see a trend line over here, but I do not trust this trend line because like anything can happen. But yes, and also like yeah, it's just a trend line without a key level, so I wouldn't trade it anyway. And like the trend line, the idea of trend lines, like trend lines gives you an idea about the direction of the not it just gives you an idea. It's probably likely going up, likely going down. Maybe it rejects, maybe it doesn't, maybe it respects, maybe it doesn't respect the trend line. But it's always like it's better than nothing, yeah. This is the usefulness. You can only trade support resistance zones, but this is extra work. And I do, in fact, know that when you do things that nobody wants to do, you will be better than them, or you stand a better chance of winning. It's all about the small things in life, and especially in trading. Like it's all about the small things that separates from good, normal, mediocre, break even to successful people. See how beautiful the trend line is, like break, retest, retest, break, retest, break. Maybe, yeah, this could be a retest again. Yeah, and maybe go a little bit lower in the zone and retest. So, yes, trend lines. So, are we still recording? Yes, we are still on the record. I'm a human too, so yeah, you get sick, you get shit. But yeah, that's the market. Yeah, the market doesn't care if you're human, if you're not human, if you're feeling sick, if you cannot focus. It's the market doesn't care. Yeah, the market doesn't have emotion. It doesn't care who you are, and what you will do. So yes, I think we don't stand a chance. Yeah, on buying, since that's the trend line only. So, and yeah, like I know, like we're slow because man, I used maybe 90% of my energy at the intro to try to make it as. Yeah, you see, we broke over here. Like it almost worked out, but I just didn't. Sometimes, yeah, price like does it thing, and it just doesn't do not care, man. And that is why, like you see, that is why. So let's say like we're almost done, but let's say like we found resistance zone, maybe break and retest on this zone. Hypothetical, yeah, maybe break and retest. You just trade, but this trade, like follows in this trade, I will actually be depressed. Like let's say I went like this, a little bit below the zone. I'll tell you, I will be depressed in this trade. Like, but yeah, I would win. I would also win anyway. Yeah, I would still win anyway because the zone is drawn like this, or maybe I'll draw it like this. Yeah, I'll genuinely draw it like this, and I will. But wait, so rejection in the middle of the zone, yeah. So I'll do it like this, 1 to 25. But yeah, I would still. So if I entered over here, or maybe over here, yeah, I would still make money. You see, that's how good the system is. That's how good is my system. Yeah. Anyway, be right back. Okay, we are back to the cameras. Okay, so yeah, like if you're watching on YouTube or whatever, like you just can't skip. Yeah, can always skip. When I was away, because I don't have an editor. I don't give a shit, man. Like people watch, people watch me, or people may watch me. Like if I don't make it, I know that I will make it because I know this could be a TikTok clip or whatever in future. Because people will find out about me later. Yeah, but yes. So on CAT JPY, I think it just broke or retested. Yeah, it broke the trend lines. I cannot find an uptrend, a downtrend, so it's just going up. Okay, so we draw the daily trend lines, yeah? We draw all the daily trend lines on all the pairs. Like we draw a daily uptrend, we draw a daily downtrend. So now here comes the magic. So I remember when I was saying, yo, the best time frames are H4 and all that shit. Yes, I think H4 is still not a bad time frame. We still use H4, but I'll tell you what. The best time frame actually, and I'll change it to H1 time frames. So you just go zoom out all the way like till it's no longer visible, then you just zoom out a little bit back. Fully zoom out and just think and ask yourself, which zone will likely work out for me? Yes. So do I think this zone will work out for me? I don't think so. Will I put money on this zone? No. Will I think this zone will work out for me? Yes. And just draw the zone. Okay, I'll ask myself another time. So I'll draw the zone. But look, this zone has been if this zone gets retested for the third time, maybe like I have to adjust it. Well, I'm not gonna adjust it now because let's just adjust it. That's how the zone, like genuinely, that's how the zone looks like. And will I trade it? No. And I'll tell you why I will not trade a zone like this. It's been tested once, then went up, went down twice, 3 times, 4 times. If it comes to the 5th time, man, I know it will not work out. Yeah. So I'm not gonna risk money on this zone. But I'll still have it for knowing what could happen, what couldn't happen. And then the next zone down, which zone I'll draw this zone. Like this could be kind of a zone, but it's not a zone that I would risk cash on it. This zone, this zone is guaranteed. Yeah, this zone is guaranteed to bounce. See, the bigger the bounce, the stronger the zone. This is how we draw these zones. Especially like it's in the middle of both, like it's not an uptrend, not a downtrend, and it's just a zone, then it will naturally work. But if it's maybe a zone, yeah, then it will maybe work. Yeah, it will not work. Yeah, if it's a maybe, if you want to have a yes and no all at all time. Yeah, you always want to have a yes and no. You don't want to have a maybe. Okay, this is zone. That's what GU. This could be a zone. But like if price goes all the way up, breaks, then goes all the way even down, then yeah, this zone will be better. Like the higher the bounce, the bigger the bounce, the better the zone. That's just a rule of thumb. And also, like, it's been tested like how many times? Once, twice, three times now. So it couldn't work. If it came back again for the fourth time, I wouldn't trade it. Maybe trade it on demo, but I wouldn't trade on it because unless like I see 20 rejection wicks, then I might go in. But if it just comes in the middle, then no, I'm not trading it. Okay, USD JPY. This is a clear resistance zone. So you see the secret with these zones is, yeah, you saw a reversal, you can enter, but guess what? You enter now early, it could go down and bait everybody. Oh, it's a sell, it's a sell. Then it just flips all the way. And guess what? Maybe the zone doesn't even work. And then now you're going to be in serious trouble. So you should always chill, wait for price to come in the middle of the zone, and then enter and go down. But you don't enter early. This is a complete example of a FOMO, fear of missing out. And if I was going to trade an uptrend, because I didn't like, I always like, I still believe in breaks and retests. So if I would trade an uptrend, break and retest, so I would zoom out for a little bit. I think that's a zone. Price goes here, maybe come in the middle of, maybe comes in this trend line. And if I see some good rejections, then I might enter. And also, like you see, like the price came back and then it just made a good. So yeah, if I see rejection wicks, maybe, but I'll test these breaks, low time frame breaks and retest on demo, and then I will just, because you know, if it's a break and retest on a daily, at least it's a daily trend line. Yeah, when it's a daily trend line, like, and a break and retest, maybe it will work better. But on an H1 trend line, could work. But you have to always test it on demo. You have to understand it, fully understand it, completely grasp it, and then you're welcome to try it. But if you're just gonna try shit you don't know, yeah, you might risk. So there is always risk and reward, and you should always know like what are the consequences. You should always focus on not losing money. You shouldn't focus on making. You should focus always on not losing, and that's how you make. Okay, zoom out. Which zone I think will work, could work out. See, this zone, price came in this zone, tested, boom, it bounced. Simple, natural, no complications, just works. And it's gonna, if it came back again, I'm not gonna use this because it's a maybe zone, small bounce. If it came back over here, maybe for the third time, it showed reject, and it could also break. Yeah, so it's a third retest, and it could also break. But you always want to actively monitor. Like the riskier the trade, the more extra work you should put in. Yeah, and maybe it could be ranging, but at some point, like it's ranging between up, down, ping pong. But at one point, like it will, news are gonna come out, price is gonna come out, and price will say, you know, fuck it, fuck you, and it will just go all the way to the moon or all down to hell. So you never know. USD CAD, this could be a break and retest, yeah, like naturally. And also, like when you trade USD CAD, look at the other USD pairs, USD JPY, and look, is USD JPY pumping and USD CAD dumping? Then it's not the best idea to go short. Yeah, look for rejection. I genuinely think this, even on live, like if price like rejected good, I think I could take it. I think I could take a trade over here. Like we made 60 pips, so it's not bad, especially if you found rejection and it just went. Okay, so which zones are gonna work? You see, the more shit, the more range, the slower the price movement, the tighter the price movement, the shittier you will be, the shittier the trade will be, the shittier trade quality you will be. So we don't want to trade shit like this. Even if these zones, yeah, they made it, they kind of made it. You just don't want to be in dumbass decisions. So just look for the clear zones. Because at the end of the day, like, you don't want to make stupid decisions. Yeah. So it didn't bounce. So we have to chill and wait. If it bounces, then it's a valid zone. If it doesn't bounce, just chill and where's the next zone? I don't see a next zone. So this is the next zone I see. Next clear zone, yeah. On EJ, that's the next clear zone. These like it's not respected, so it's I don't I don't look at zones that are not respected. EG, but like at one point it could break, so we just don't. You don't want to gamble on it, yeah. And this could like be a break and retest. Like you see how good the candles are going. This one, like, yeah, it could work out, but I'm not very sure about it. But yeah, like this, I have no problem with this, especially like if price came all the way here and it just showed some good rejections. Maybe I'll take it. Maybe not. Who knows? But these, like, I'm not gonna trade like these tiny breaks and retests again on live, simply because I don't believe in. I don't. I don't want to take a bad risk. This could be the zone. So you just don't know where the zone exact zone is. And if you don't know, then just don't trade. And you have like 21 pairs, like excluding this. If you want to trade CHF, trade at your own risk. But always like keep the most obvious clear zones. So sadly, it's not a clear zone for me, clear enough zone. Maybe I'll try it on demo. But yes, like that's a zone. Yeah, it's super ranging. So you don't want to train the ranges. And then you can always adjust the zone, yeah. On AJ, like this could be a zone, and then it could be a zone, but so wiki. So we just wait and see like what price will do. It could work, it couldn't. Yeah, on EA, I think price broke the zone officially. Or no, it did. It tried so bad to break it, but it just didn't want to break it. Still respected the zone. You see, like the crazier the zones, like the better the rejection. Like you see how bad it wanted to go up, but it just didn't. These zones, like they're so respected, especially like on the when they get tested for the first time, they're just so respected. You just it takes so much shit to break it. And then this could be a break and retest over here. So if it's retest over here, then you try. Again for AUD CAD, the sad story that I said 1 hour ago. I don't think it will work. Maybe it would, like it should work, but I don't think there's so much indecision in the market, man. Like, you know, like this shit triggers emotions because I just get backlashes of staring at the fucking chart for so long, thinking about it. It will go, it wouldn't go, it could go, it maybe go. Then it's stressful, but it's enjoyable. Yeah, you know what Mike Tyson said. You have to do it like you love it, man. And this could be a new zone. Like if it breaks, then that's the new zone. You see, this could be a zone, and you see, I'll tell you a secret that nobody tells you, yeah? Nobody fucking tells you these secrets. No YouTube channel told me these secrets, and I'll just leak them away. So somebody will tell you, yo, you shouldn't give a shit. That's a zone, yeah? You should go in. You shouldn't. I'll tell you why. Because if this is a zone, and this is also a zone, and the difference between this zone and this zone is so tiny, then just trade the higher zone. Trust me. Imagine you traded like in the middle of this zone, yeah? You took a trade in the middle of this zone. I'll just give you reality, yeah? In the middle of this zone, like price came back all the way to here, and you traded in the middle of this on this zone, and price decided to go all the way to test this zone. So you will start losing. Why would you want to risk loss in the first place? Why would you want to begin losing? You don't want to start losing. So if you're gonna ask me, yo, you could win on this one, but you are more likely to win on this zone. Which one would you choose? And no, seriously, which one would you choose? Because I blew an account on this dumbass decision that nobody told me. Nobody told me, and it's a good zone. Like it's not a shit zone. And it could work. Like don't get me wrong, but there's so much misconceptions, and when it goes wrong, like it goes wrong so bad. It doesn't just go wrong; it goes wrong so bad. Especially if you have a tight stop loss, small stop loss. It could be a account blower. It could be like the beginning of a loose streak, and then you always want to focus on the small little details. You always want to do that because it's the most important thing. And you see, like you're in New Zealand, made a break and retest, I think, but it didn't make a super break and retest, super clear break and retest since it broke, but then it didn't fully rejected. It should go a little bit more up, then it should go in the middle of the retest, and then you should trade. But you shouldn't want to just go mindlessly and try to trade a break and retest this way, yeah. If it's going, because let's say it went your way, and it could go all the way to your way, but let's say if it didn't, and if it didn't even make a break, sometimes price just doesn't break and retest. Sometimes price breaks, dumps down, yeah, it doesn't respect the retest. So it's better to go in the middle of the retest, check if it's a retest, respect the zone, a new support zone is formed, then that's how you find success. But you don't want to just think, oh, it's a break and retest, let's go. It doesn't go like this, yeah. You should always want to chill, you should always want to be perspicacious. And like if it failed, then where's the next zone? Well, that's the next zone. In the middle of the zone, and yeah. Okay, so it's in a massive downtrend. When price does these, uh, I don't have. Everybody has strengths and weaknesses, and I will admit it. Like I'm not the best trend trader, so and it's extremely rangy. So I would not personally trade this. Like these, if I would give an advice from person to person, like I would say, yo, do this zone only. Like that is a zone that is so reliable, and it's likely to work out. And then, like you see, when there's momentum, it could work. And even the zone, like man, actually, like it's not a zone since it could work, and it's so fat, so you don't know if it's gonna be a zone. It's not gonna be a zone. But yes, it could also work out. Yeah, maybe it will work out. And you see, there's always potential for reversals. There's always a potential for reversals. And yeah, when the zone is too big, because you could draw, oh, maybe it could be this, but then price breaks it, and then oh, maybe it's this zone, and you don't know. So you just draw it as big as it could go, try to fit it all, then look at the rejections, and maybe enter in the middle along with the trend, and yeah, hopefully you'll make some cash. Hopefully. I want to be as guaranteed as possible. I want to be as safe as possible and also aggressive as possible. Like, just the execution should be aggressive. Yeah, you should just go in, stop thinking about maybe or maybe not, and look at the end results. You have to get it all. Like you have to get it all. You see, and like this zone could also work. This zone could also work. But you see, like the double zone shit, it's so stressful, and there's so much maybes in these double zones, and it could work. But you always like should like these double zones. Don't like this zone is not bad, and also this also is a better zone, and it's also not bad. This zone is not bad, but you have to be super visual with it. Super, you see. So you need to actively monitor these trades, and like enter, then it goes your way, then put a stop loss, super safe break even stop loss, and if it breaks the zone, then imagine like if it broke that's the shit part. Like when the shit part in the double zone, if it breaks the zone, goes all the way to drawdown in the next zone, and it also could break the next zone and hit your stop loss, then comes back, and you see, it's so shit. But you have to like, you have to pay the price, man. You have to do it. You have to look also at the other GBP pairs. Are they reversing? So you have to have so many different confirmations that will work. It could work out, and then if it works out, congratulations. And if it doesn't, it doesn't work out. And when I do like these live cover ups and show ups on how I do it, I exactly do it so people can emulate the exact same strategy of what I'm doing. I don't want to just do it for the sake of doing. Like I do it so people can do and fully understand the exact same strategy, because it's super difficult to share the applied knowledge, unless somebody like sees exactly what you do, exactly how you trade and how you do your thing. This could be potentially a zone, and it could also reverse. But if it's gonna reverse like crazy reversal, and look how many wicks are there, so you want to be super like, if it goes down, then this zone will be more reliable. But if it doesn't, you see, like these zones, like tested once, and now it went below the zone, but it also came back. So I think if price goes below the zone, it's likely to slowly go down and just break it. It's very likely for that scenario to happen. This could work out, but I personally wouldn't, since it's against the trend. But who knows? And sometimes, yeah, like even if you go into a support resistance zone, which is against the trend, sometimes it works, yeah, but not all time. DUSD, And yes, this could be a break and retest now if it like comes back or goes up a little bit more up. Yeah, I wouldn't trade it because you know breaks and retest. Like if it broke, then little it goes a little bit more up, then retest, reject. I don't go like this because unless there's a trend and there's no trend, there's no clear trend, and simply because price like should go break all the way up, goes down, then try to retest. That's how a better break and retest work, from my experience at least. And also, like I was trading, I wasn't doing zones, like I was doing lines. I was doing these lines, and they work out well. They work out always. But I thought like the lines, I think the lines work way better on daily. The lines are better for the daily. So you go to the 1 day, and for example, like you see all these wicks, then you do a line. It's better. Lines are better for the daily. You see, that's a better line, and you can get profitable because guess what? You go down over here, yeah. You see these lines, like you get the exact like sniper entry, whatever. See, you just get the dip on the daily line, and you don't adjust it. It's just daily, and then you trade. And yeah, like I found success on the daily lines, but obviously, like this line is it's just a line. So yeah. Okay, so we've done all this. So it's time to adjust the zones. I don't need to adjust them, man. Most of them, I'm like, you always have to be good with it, like to guarantee like there's no mistakes. You see, this is the whole point about like having 10 lists. Yeah, you can do one list, but it's not the best thing. You wanna know exactly how you win. You want to know exactly how you do it. You don't just maybe do it. And you see, like, there's so much shit going on. And this zone could also work. But then, yes, it broke. So I will make the decision to not trade it since, as we spoke, there's a double zone. Yeah, and I'm not gonna do it. Yeah, for the first time, yeah. For the first time, it wasn't a bad idea. But you see, I lost money over there. I think EA, yeah, it went into drawdown, closed below. I don't know what happened, but I don't know what happened. Or maybe over here, yeah, like it closed into drawdown. So it doesn't work every time. But yeah, this zone could also be more respected because it's already did its thing. Now it could break, it could come back all the way down. Nobody knows what happens. See the zone, it's the most weird cringe zone, so I don't think I'll trade it, but it is what it is. But like for visual like representation, like what could happen. But it could also like since you see it's unique, since you have a trend line, so you never know. Maybe price doesn't even visit that zone. You never know what could happen. Like we already have our daily trend lines. So the best thing about like these daily trend lines, they just set an expectation of where price will go, and then you can go to H4 and H1 like you draw another trend line. There's nothing wrong with drawing more than one trend line. And these zones doesn't look bad. Okay, I think I'll do some extra back testing for the hell of it and see what could happen. I don't know if I want to pay an editor man to edit these videos, but I think if I paid an editor, maybe I'll get. But who cares, man? I think getting an editor is worth it, but unless I 18, so we're at 21, 20, 19, 18. So we go GBP cut. Okay, random one. Whoa, there's so much tricks. Yeah, this one doesn't look that bad. Let's see what I did there. I think it's a daily trend line break, then retest, then bro, I'm a genius, man. It always works, man. So we go to H1. So we start a $500 account. Okay, so we're at 500 now. So let's see how many trades can we take, and are we gonna blow the account? Are we gonna make cash? Let's fucking see, yeah. So you go over here, then you just go all the way back, then close your eyes. 3, 2, 1, 1, 2, 3. Okay, downtrend. Yeah, first of all, zoom out, fully zoom out. Okay, these are the zones, yeah? And since drawing a zone is not that efficient, so I'll just draw a line as if it's the zone. And then I'll draw also another line in the middle of these zones. And just see, because like we're scrolling way too far back. And I'll just see what the hell happens. Okay, we rejected. So even though like it's not a zone, man, and it's just a line, drawn 70 pips. So let's see what the hell happens. If it closes like somewhat below the line, then I'll just exit the trade. And if it goes, then it goes, yeah. 1 to 1.25. So around these wicks, stop loss a little bit smaller. Okay, I think we closed and we're at like maybe in the middle of the zone, so negative 25%. Negative 25, 375. Yeah, I went too fast, but who cares? Oh, let's say I entered over here. If I was like, I could close the break even. Let's see what happens. Yes. Hey, bro. I could close that profits. I could close that break even, and I could also lose it. So yes, shit happens. Let's say we almost blew the account here. And like that's the reality. 375 negative 40%. Yeah, we have 225 in the account. Yeah, so which zone I think will bounce back? This zone could work. Yeah, price just doesn't want to pull back, so we draw a new zone. Wait, wait. Yeah, like, it was going down and it just three candles away, but let's say we traded We traded sell over here, and like price still didn't close. So 125. Okay, we closed, so negative 20%, 180. Yeah, we can find a potential break and retest over here. Like that's just back testing, yeah. So boom. Okay, so 180 plus 50%. So we're doing 40% risk, yeah. 40% risk, and you win 50% when you win 270 back. And yeah, like we found rejection. So yo, okay, that shit was, see, but like on live, like I wouldn't. So I don't know, man. You see, these are the consequences when you enter like on the. So on live, like if I got a notification, so if I actually got a notification, I would enter in the middle. So I would still be negative 30%. Yeah, I would still be like the candle closer. I could also go like negative 25%, but let's make it a negative 30 to be completely fair. Yeah, to be completely fair. Like I get a notification, alert hit, enter in the middle, a nihilistic, and chill. So negative 30%, 189, and it's okay. You'll never win them all, and you'll never lose them all. Yeah, break and retest in the middle of the zone to be completely okay. Plus 40%, 50%, I mean, 83. So this is the zone. Whoa. I could have entered like in the middle. Let's say like we put it over here, 1.25. So are we gonna win? Yes. I'm not cheating because some people might think, yo, you're cheating, man. If I can pull it off online, then I definitely can pull it off on demo. So yeah, I'm not cheating. Okay, so that's a zone. So I'm not entering now. Yes, that is why I didn't enter. So yeah, I don't see clear zones like honestly, man. I see these zones though. So we entered over here. Okay, I'll enter over here. Let's go, bro. What the fuck, man? I held it because it didn't break. These are the rules. Once it breaks and closes below the zone, then you're allowed to close. And that's what separates me from shit traders, yeah. Yeah, enter. The middle of the zone. A little bit. Plus 50%. Bro, are we winning this fast? Now it's ranged, so I'm not gonna trade it for the third retest though. But this could be potentially also a zone. So let's see where price goes. So yeah. No, price like went all the way to hell, and yeah, I think we're visiting this. Yo, we broke. Let's go. Let's go. 2 grand. Can we make it all the way to a million? Let's see. Maybe. Okay, so let's see. It's still not tradable. Also, like we made a new zone. Bro, what the fuck happened over here though? Because once you get the alert, you enter, then but the problem with the alert, man, because on the back testing, like you can cheat though. Because sometimes price visits these zones. Well, like if we're being realistic though, if you go to the minute 1 minute 5, like if price just goes and hammers and it just doesn't stops and gives you rejections, then you're not gonna enter in the first. Who knows, man? Wow, we get 1 minute back testing. I mean, yeah. So what happened? 15 minute. So what? Wait. So on the H1 it shows. Oh, wait, we didn't make it. So we still have. So wait. If it didn't go, then it doesn't go. But we still in the trade. We still made it, man. But it doesn't show, yeah. We wicked. Who knows, man? Like we fucking made it. So yeah, I'm not gonna second guess it because we fucking made it. Yeah, it went all about. If you're gonna be super exact, like no dumbass would like see price reverse and not secure profits. Yeah, everybody will do it. Anyway, I think it's over. Like this video, like yeah, 3 grand. Maybe I'll do another video alone, backtesting 1K to 1 million or 100 to 1 million. And if it works, it works. Yeah. Thank you very much for watching and have a nice day.